Does Hodges at QB kind of take away from the intrigue of this rematch?
Is this a trick question? Yeah, no kidding. Look, yeah, wild card implications, keep hope alive and all that stuff. Of course it takes away from the intrigue. You mean to tell me the guy who started the fight, escalated the fight, pursued the fight, was the target of an act which people couldn't believe at that point, had his attorney send a note saying, we may sue, then took it back, apologized, didn't know. That dude started the whole thing, the whole conflagration is not going to play, and you're asking if does it take away from the intrigue? We were dying to see. And by the way, I think he should have been suspended. I would have said 2 games, but I like the way he apologized, even if he didn't mean it. The fact is he got himself to say the words. Good for him. He said the right stuff. I'd have taken a game away. He still would be on the field for the rematch. This is the rematch. The principal participants are not in the rematch. What? Triple G and Canelo going to fight again, except it ain't going to be Triple G and Canelo. It's just going to be the undercard fighters. Yeah, I'll pass.
And I think that's the thing. Like, I want to say and give you all the football reasons. I want to be like, man, Duck Hodges is going to play, and it's going to be exciting. And they're definitely going to be better because Mason Rudolph isn't out there, because he was killing them. Yeah. When Coach Tomlin says he's not going to kill us or he hasn't killed us, it's because Mason Rudolph was. But that was the fun part, because you say, obviously, he was the guy that pursued the fight. And then even after it was broken up, he went after Myles Garrett again. You know why? Because he had played absolutely terrible. And I talked to people in that building, and they said they couldn't wait to play him again. Not to fight him, right? Not for revenge, because he wasn't good at that either.
I apologize.
But because
to people on which
in the Cleveland Browns locker room. Okay. And they said he couldn't read simple cover 2. When he's throwing interceptions underneath on dig routes, it's because he doesn't know that they have a middle of the field runner that's going to be right there. They wanted Mason Rudolph. And it takes away from the intrigue of knowing that, okay, what is he going to do? What are the offensive linemen going to do? Are they going to come after him in a different way? That's stuff I wanted to see. And I'm not a football purist to the point where I'm like, hey, well, we don't know if the Cleveland Browns get an opportunity to make it to the playoffs. Don't nobody care about that. I wanted to see people go out, and I'm going to be honest, and headhunt and defend themselves and say that the last time this is what happened, but we're going to be better on the football field, and we're going to be better men. And we don't get to see that.
I hear that. Sounds beautiful, okay? I'm a Steelers fan. I don't give a damn about none of that. That man, Mason Rudolph, needed to have his behind on the bench, period. Because, damn it, I don't think he can play. I've never been a fan of him as a player. I'm not a fan now. No disrespect, particularly on Thanksgiving Eve. I don't want to be saying that, but damn it, y'all asked. Here's the bottom line, okay? Devlin Hodges, to me, is a better quarterback. I watched him come in against Baltimore. He didn't kill you. I watched him, against the Los Angeles Chargers.
Played well.
He didn't kill you. He played well. I watched him against the Cincinnati Bengals. He's completing 67% of his passes. Yeah. Okay, got 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's completing 67% of his passes.
They seem to like him, too.
By the way, I watched him in preseason because that's the one team that I will watch in the preseason. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers, okay? Yep. I liked watching this guy in preseason. I liked watching his mobility, his ability to extend plays, his ability, obviously, to move the chains with his wheels as opposed with just his arm. And, oh, by the way, his arm strength is not bad. It's pretty damn impressive.
He played the game.
You know, he looks a little bit short in the pocket, but he can really, really fling that football. So I got a guy with arm strength that ain't scared to throw it deep. All right, that plays like he's got nothing to lose. You know he's better than Mason Rudolph because, damn it, I think you've seen enough to see that he's better than Mason Rudolph. And I applaud the Steelers for making this move. As a matter of fact, I thought it was a week too late.
So here's the thing, and I've heard you guys talk about it as well. This is, to me, Coach Tomlin's best coaching job. This is the least he's had to work with and the most that he's gotten out of the talent on his team. You go out, you make the boss move to get Minkah Fitzpatrick in a situation where even I was saying I would hold on to that pick because I don't think Mason Rudolph is the guy. This is another boss move in a series of them that says, you know what, we're playing for it today. So if this works, even with the other coaches in the league, do we put Coach Tomlin in the conversation of being coach of the year?
Well, he's definitely top 2 with Shanahan, but I would challenge you on something here. I'm going to challenge you on something here. I don't think it's just about today. I think Devlin Hodges can ball. And I think
Nice backup quarterback.
Listen. And not just a nice backup quarterback. Let's give him a chance.
Okay,
we haven't
all right,
seen
I hear you.
it.
No,
we haven't seen it.
To me, he looks like a nice backup quarterback.
The thing about the move for me with Mike Tomlin is this: when you drafted Mason Rudolph, it was a big to-do because Ben Roethlisberger said he didn't want his successor drafted. He didn't want him on the team. He wasn't going to help him. Now Ben goes out, and all the talk is, can we see if this guy is the next quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers? Mason Rudolph.
We already know he's not.
Right, but to be able to make that decision now, when you are 6-5, when you are in the hunt to be the wild card team, after having to overcome all of those things, it's hard to make that move. You have to be comfortable with who you are as a coach to make that move, and not all of them do it.
I don't mean to challenge you on that because you played. I didn't, particularly for this organization, but I really don't think this is that difficult when you see the discrepancy between the two. I got cats inside the Steelers locker room that's like, this brother can ball. And on top of it all, it's one thing when you know you got somebody that can ball, but you see this guy to come up who can ball. But there's nothing difficult when you see one who can ball. Mike and one who can't. Mike Tomlin in a press conference said, quote, he won't kill us. You have any idea what it takes, Tomlin? Tomlin in all his years, this is his 13th season. Tell me one time he's ever said that. Ever. Alluding to that about a player.
About Tomlin.
I mean, it's that bad.
Tomlin, I've been saying all year, that's the coach of the year. Forget about Shanahan. I love Shanahan. Tomlin's the coach of the year.
Well,
except that, watching Get Up this morning, someone made a great point. He's not the coach of the year. Coach of the year is in his division. Harbaugh's got to be the coach of the year because the main thing about what Lamar Jackson is doing is he had a head coach who wasn't scared, who was able to reinvent everything on the fly for this guy, and look what's happened. And the point is this division, the reason there is intrigue still, even though, of course, it's lessened, because also Myles Garrett's not playing, plus the two guys who fought aren't playing. Of course the intrigue is lessened.